Absolutely delighted now to be joined by the ICMA's incoming president, David Johnstone. David, welcome to our program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. How exciting is this, president of the ICMA?
Well, it's a real honor. It's a real honor. You know, when your peers say that, okay, we will let you represent our association and our profession for 1 year, it's a real honor, so I'm delighted.
What are some of the things that you're hoping to achieve?
Well, ICMA as an organization has really covered a lot of areas, and one of the areas that we kicked off about 11 years ago was sustainable development. There was a group of managers in ICMA that said, you know, sustainable development is a very, very important issue in our day. So they began about 11 years ago looking at how ICMA could do research on sustainable development in all of its facets in communities of our members. And so we've got quite a bit of research data. I desire to really kind of put the spotlight on that in the next year, because I think if there is an issue that is still very, very pertinent, it is what are we doing for future generations in the way in which we not only manage, but in the way in which we design the future of our communities. So I will be putting a focus on that.
Because there's a lot of spotlight on local government now, isn't it? In maybe a way that it hasn't before, because we're very much looking to local communities to actually give us a blueprint for the future.
Indeed, and the spotlight on local communities sometimes is not always glamorous, because unfortunately there are maybe unsavory things that occur, but I think that we're very proud that the vast majority of people in local government are really doing very ethical work and with great integrity in what they do, and we're just so aware of the importance of local government in getting things done, in changing the everyday lives of people, and we will never be able to understand exactly why the participation in local elections isn't higher when this is the level of government that can have the greatest impact in the short and medium term on the quality of life for our residents.
It's not just, and as well, when you look at the ICMA as an organisation, and obviously a great organisation to be leading, we're also thinking about all the young city managers who are here today and coming to the conference. It's a great time to be joining the profession, isn't it?
It is indeed. It is indeed. And those of us who are not so young anymore, we have to be very aware too that the new generation that are coming into public service, they're watching, and if we as an association cannot also just let them know that their ideas and the importance that they put on green things and building communities that are not entirely revolving around the automobile, they'll go to another association or they'll form their own if we're not really there to welcome them, to listen to them, and also to make sure that our members are really implementing some of the new ideas that are coming out of the young generation. And that is, I'm astonished that a lot of the employees in my organization, they don't even think about having a car. They're quite happy to walk, to bicycle, and to take public transit to work and to their other activities as well, because they're really seeing the importance of livable communities, walkable communities, and the ability to be able to go over and to have a coffee or to have a beer with their colleagues in a very relaxed manner, rather than having to get into a car, be stuck in traffic, and see them 45 minutes or an hour later. So anyway, we have to be listening to them, adjusting the design of our communities so that they will both live in those communities and not flee off to the really cool cities such as Richard, Florida has been telling us about, but that our communities will adapt so that young people will be happy to live there and to work there in our municipalities.
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for joining us, and best of luck with your year as president. Thank you.
Thank you very much.